Hello and welcome to the Thursday live stream. My name is Igor and this is the channel where we build and maintain open source and free-to-use applications. We are focusing on Vibe engineering and Vibe coding. Let's go! So first, let's take a look at our board. So this is the current state. We are focusing now and recently on the Shikigami application. Shikigami is the agentic IDE that allows you to work on. Let me share with you quickly. It's not yet publicly available, I mean the website, but that's the homepage of the project. So for those who are new and just joined our channel, Shikigami is the agentic IDE that allows you to work with multiple agent sessions and as well in the editor mode. So there are two modes, three actually. So the agentic coding, where you can manage sessions and interact with your agents. For now, it's the only option is Claude Code, but that for sure will be extended in the future, the set of supported agents or models actually. So this is the agentic coding area. Then you can switch to the editor area if you prefer more to code manually, or you can use hybrid mode if you prefer using agents to support your everyday work and you are looking for an IDE that will allow you to easily switch and manage multiple sessions at once. The goal was to publish the application this week. Unfortunately, I have to postpone it. So please guys, wait a bit more because I have a 9 to 5 commitment. And sometimes it's pretty hard to find a moment to push work forward, but let's not waste our time today. Let's not waste it too much on talking cost. This is the state. We have a few things that we have to verify manually because we worked on few features recently. And then I've also added a few things into to-do list and we still have 2 bugs to resolve. If you are new here, don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to receive updates about the Shikigami application and the release that will happen, if not this week, then next week for sure. We're gonna support macOS and Linux at the beginning. I hope both will be available. But okay, so let's verify themes, open source licenses, then editor, 2 things that are related to the editor area, and then the agent session remove confirmation. So okay, first thing is the switching between light and dark theme mode in Shikigami. So let me start random sessions, random agents sessions, just for testing purposes. And okay, now it works because there was an issue with content of the terminal sessions that wasn't updated. It wasn't switching from dark to light mode, so this is done. And then as well in the Okay, and we have another issue. Let me check. Okay. So fortunately we have the error message. I'm gonna add a bug ticket for that. Okay, so I've added an issue when we switched to a light mode and then clicked on a file to preview it in the editor, then the app content became white. Okay, but to me it looks like some issue with tokens definition. Tokens for colors shouldn't be a complex thing, but anyway. We have an issue for that. I'm gonna give it high prior. Okay, so here it is. Let me restart the application now. Okay. How about fresh start? Okay. Let's switch to dark for now. By the way, this is the workspace tab, and you can customize it. You can change name, color, and set emoji. I'm gonna change it to red and set a fox emoji. Yeah, so this is what I use for Shikigami. But okay, so the first agent that should take care of the issue that we just experienced let's start it in a new work tree. Could you please verify the issue? And the issue is that when I switched to a light mode and then moved to the editor tab, then I clicked on a file in the editor work files tree. The app content became white and nothing was present. And here is the error message. And the important thing, I don't want it to systematic debugging to use that skill. Please don't use systematic debugging skills. I want you to proceed with your default flow. Okay, so I'm moving that to that issue into the in progress. Okay, then this, let's mark it as done because we already have a issue ticket. Then the licenses modal, so it is right here. So this is the list of packages that we are using, dependencies of the Shikigami application. Moving to done. Then we had we worked on a double shift click listener. But let's wait a bit with that. Okay, so it looks like the agent that is working on a fix already understand what is the issue. Okay, let's switch to the editor. So double shift to open search for a file. Yeah, I just clicked double shift and now we can search for Electron Builder, for example, YAML, and it is here. Okay, so that is done as well. We also added a support to run shell commands, terminal sessions. Here it is. So moving that to done as well. Okay, and the improvement for the for removing an agent session. So as you know, let's open. As you know, we have a support to start an agent session with a dedicated work tree, and there was no cleanup option for once you finished your work and everything is done, you want to clean up the work tree because you merged to changes to the local main branch, for example. There wasn't an option to automatically remove the work tree and the branch that is associated to it. So we've added an option to the remove confirmation, and let's test it if it works as we expect. Let's open a Shikigami homepage workspace. Okay, let's start a session just for testing purposes with a dedicated work tree. Okay, so here it may be difficult for you to see, but here is the exact path and path to the root of the project and the workspace at the same time, and then a directory that is in the work tree. Work trees are located in .shikigami directory. You can easily preview them if you want. Okay, but it's not visible here. There still might be some issues around the files tree, but let's leave it for now. And okay. Let's verify if there is an option. No. Not here. Maybe it was added only to the remove action that is triggered from the sidebar. If that is the case, then it should also be available in the remove action from when you run it from the terminal. Okay, and here it is. So it is asking us if, for confirmation, if you want to remove an agent, and it's also asking if we have an option to tell the Shikigami application that I also would like to delete the work tree directory. So the work tree is testing purposes number 2, testing purposes 2, let's remove it. And I'm gonna verify that in the terminal. Actually, we can do it in the Shikigami as well. Because here is Shiki, work trees. Let me list now everything. Okay, this is not true. So testing purposes 2 is still there. Let me try one more time. Okay, it is even listed here. Okay, the effort doesn't matter. Here is the work tree. Yes, please delete. Remove. And then there's 3. Okay, so this needs to be improved. I'm gonna move the so I'm moving the issue card back again to in progress and mark it as an issue. I've just tested the remove work tree option when a person chooses to remove an agent session, and it doesn't work. So the work tree is still present, even though I've checked a checkbox that I want the work tree to be removed. Please verify what is the issue here. I would like you to run 2 sub-agents that should verify how it works and what is missing. Also, I want you to skip the systematic debugging, and if you find the cause of it, I want you to start fixing by using test-driven development approach. Okay, so the first thing would be to find the cause of it and fix it, and then that option should also be available whenever you want to remove an agent by using the red square. Because as you've seen, that was not possible. That wasn't an option. There was no checkbox, so that needs to be added as well. Not only from the sidebar. Okay, I want you to fix the issue and please use the test-driven development for that. If you need more context, please run sub agents. If not, then once this is implemented, once this is fixed, I want you to run code review on changes that you've made. If you watched the previous session, maybe you see there is a slightly different UI. The green glow that you can see now, it is only applied within the session. Yeah, I fixed it yesterday because before the change, the glow was present inside this container that holds the label of an agent, the status, branch name, and buttons. Now it is better because it's only in the session. It was hard to read buttons and labels when the glow was wrapping all this content. And I've also changed the size of it. So if you believe that it should be improved or maybe behave slightly different, please let me know. We can modify it. And okay, in the editor area, there are two things, important things that are missing. The first one is, okay, new work tree, yes. The first one is images preview. That doesn't work in the editor. It only shows an information, a label, binary file, cannot preview. So let's add it. I want you to work on the images preview feature. In the editor area, it's not possible now to preview images. It shows binary file, cannot preview. I want you to add support for images. We can start from a brainstorming session if something is not clear. Okay, and next session, next agent. This is the option to move files and directories in the editor files tree. So here you cannot, let's open, you cannot just pick a file and start dragging it. That doesn't work. Let's edit. So drag and drop directories and files with a new work tree. I want you to brainstorm on an idea to have an option in the editor files tree to drag and drop directories and files. As you see, there are still a few things that are missing to have much better experience when using Shikigami. But we are getting closer and closer to the final release of this beta version or alpha, and to make it really nice to actually use it every day. Well, I am using it every day, and that's why I always discover something that is missing. But I know that before I want to share it with you, before I want to make it public, it really needs to cover most, if not all, common operations that are nowadays available in any IDE. Because even though we are working with agents, multiple agents even, and we have a nice agent support, there are cases when you need to jump into the code and then moving around classes and files. That needs to be improved. Because this is important. Finding a file, finding a class, finding references, especially in PHP or if you have a complex application, then this is crucial. Okay, so the editor mode token color issue, this is done. I want you to commit and merge these changes into the local main branch. If you are here watching this live, or if you will watch it later, please let me know what is your favorite programming languages, because to me this is PHP, and I'm curious what other languages are popular on YouTube today among viewers. And by the way, hello chat. Okay, so we have 4 agents. Okay, so the editor mode issue, that is fixed and merged to the local main branch. Let me then close this agent, and I'm gonna start another one. And I would like to have in the... Okay, let me show you. So this is the files tree, and I would like to have here three buttons with 3 actions. First one will be that is useful whenever you have a file that you open it, you are previewing a file, and you would like to know where it is located in your files tree. So then there is a first button, show me the location of that file in the files tree. In other words, select and open a file in the tree. So that's the first one. Then expand selected. I'm clicking on a directory, and then I can click on the expand button and everything will be opened and I can see the structure. So that's the second action. And then the third is collapse all. Yes, so these 3 actions. Let's add an agent. Files tree actions. I want you to implement 3 actions in the files tree in the editor area. The first one will be select and open a file in the tree. The second one will be expand selected. It means that I can click on a directory, then click on the button, and the structure that is inside should be expanded and visible. Then the third action is collapse all. So again, I click on a directory, then I click on a collapse all button, and everything should be minimized. If you need more context, we can start from a brainstorming session. Sorry, not breakstorming, but brainstorming. It's a bit dark outside and in my apartment, but I hope you can see me well. Okay, it should be fine. By the way, I've noticed that the notifications system and especially the state transitions for agent sessions should be improved, because as you can see here, for example, the Shikigami application didn't catch that images preview agent is waiting for us for our input. Most of the times that works, but it looks like there are some edge cases that are uncovered, and this is the thing that I will focus on next session for sure. Okay, because now the files tree actions agent is yellow, so it means the color is yellow, so it means it is waiting for input, but for some reason the images preview agent skipped the color change. But no worries, we will fix that. I see you discovered that there is a bottom bar with buttons, and these 3 actions, I want to have them on the top. Let's take a look. Yeah, so these 3 actions should be at the top. Okay, good. So I want you to, if you are confident, you can start working on the implementation, but please remember to run code review and architecture review at the end. Also, please follow TDD convention. Okay, please continue and prepare a spec file. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We are moving forward to the final publish release of the Shikigami application. I am very curious what you guys will think about it. What is your feedback? What needs to be improved? Because I don't want to build a software only for me. It's gonna be for free, and it's gonna be for everyone that works on a code or works on a code with agents, AI agent support. Is the single click action behavior similar to what is present in the Visual Studio Code? Unfortunately, guys, this session gonna be short because I don't have much time today and it has been a long day already, so please forgive me. But if you don't want to miss the next live stream, most likely on Sunday, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay, the spec is fine. Please continue and create an implementation plan. Please write a spec file. Okay, so we have 4 agents that are working on mainly on the editor area. If not all of them, yes, actually all of them, they are all working on the editor area. Okay, so that is how it looks now. That requires verification. That as well. No, sorry. So yeah, so these are the 4 things that agents are working on. Unfortunately, I cannot stay longer with you today, so let's give them time, and the next session, most likely on Sunday, we will meet again and then we can verify what is the state, if the implementation was successful or not. Let's verify that on Sunday. I will work off stream a bit to prepare a landing page for the Shikigami project, and also I need to implement as well. There is one thing I didn't mention, and that is required, so Electron updater that needs to be included in the Shikigami app. It's not yet there, but that is something I will work off stream because that requires also some security changes, and that is not something I would like to share with you. But all the other things, and features and bugs, you can follow it, and also you can influence the final shape of the application, because I built it in public not only to share how I work, but I'm also curious about your feedback and your feelings about the Shikigami and the agentic IDE that we are building here together. Okay, so thank you for today. Thank you for joining, thank you for likes and subscribe. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And there is a question, what is your favorite programming language? If you weren't here and you couldn't reply in the chat, please use the comment section. I'm very curious, what is your favorite programming language? For me, this is PHP, of course, but I'm curious how it is in the audience and viewers, how it looks. So thank you for today one more time. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, bye bye.